Yo, what
All
up?
right,
What up?
let's
what
go
up,
to
friend?
the NBA, the play-in games that happened since we had our last show, and we know the playoffs have started. But now that the Warriors are out, is it time to go into rebuild mode, or at least make some big dramatic changes for Golden State? There may be several reasons to break up the team. Who knows? What do you guys think? Is it time to rebuild or just reload in Golden State? What do you think, Tony?
I personally thought it was time to reload after they got that chip in 2022.
Okay.
Got that last the orange,
All right.
watching. I hate to go back to my Bulls, man, but it's just so many things that happened. That was my core knowledge of learning sports, because I was brokenhearted with Jerry Krause, Michael Jordan Bulls, right? But seeing how things have unfolded in the Bay these past few years, Jerry Krause had a bit of foresight, man. You got to realize that all good things don't last, and great things, gentlemen, end faster than good things. So you able to get a spurt of greatness.
Rest in peace, Jerry Krause.
Huh?
I was saying rest in peace, Jerry Krause.
Oh yeah. Definitely rest in peace, Jerry. But as you get older, you get wiser. So seeing that he was able to have a foresight to be like, hey, Scottie Pippen is breaking, and lo and behold, Scottie Pippen's breaking down.
I wanted one more year, but go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, I would have liked one more year, but there's a reason why these guys are NBA, NFL execs, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
They got a bit of knowledge, foresight that we probably don't have. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But then what's going down again? What's happening? And this is as a Chicago Bulls fan, Flo. I was talking about this with a buddy of mine. It's been hard, so I've been vicariously living through other franchises and the rise of the Warriors. I was, I got a sentimental.
We got some Warrior jerseys back there.
No, sir.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Steph Curry is Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Steph Curry is my GOAT, because I've seen Steph do this shit.
Oh, okay.
Literally, watching him back, in high school. So,
not LeBron.
It's beautiful, but but it's time to end this thing in the Bay, man. They should have got rid of
Stop messing with that man like that.
They should have kept Jordan Poole, James Wiseman, all that young talent they got rid of. They should have got rid of Draymond back then, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cam? Is it time to rebuild or reboot?
Man, Golden State is done, bro. They done. Here's the biggest issue. When you got a great organization, you got Steve Kerr, but I don't even want to give Steve Kerr all the credit. When Steve Kerr went on an absence leave, they had another brother that was coaching. I can't think of the guy named baldhead black guy that wore glasses.
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown held the organization down. And the thing about it, Mike Brown held it down, and Steve Kerr took the credit for it.
Luke Walton
Steve Kerr took the credit for what other.
You talking about the
Mark Jackson.
I forgot
Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
No, not Mark Jackson. No, I'm talking about the ball.
Mark Jackson was the coach.
Mike Brown.
He was the coach right before Kerr.
Mike Brown was an assistant coach.
Yeah,
somebody assistant coach.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying.
And he stepped up and took over for Kerr. So here's my thing, man. The
you mean
biggest
when he
issue they
was
got
sick?
in Golden State.
Yeah.
He was sick, and then he came back when they played the finals. Coaches that Flo.
Okay.
He came back when they went into the finals. Like,
I
how
mean,
ironic is that? And then
he was sick. Steve Kerr has been sick.
Really? You
can't
gonna
blame
do
him for
that?
that.
You gonna do that?
I mean, you can't blame him for that, man. He was legitimately sick, man. Come on.
Look, here's my thing about it. You got to rid yourself of Draymond Green. You need to rid yourself of Klay Thompson, and build around it so you can go back and win.
I don't know if he can get rid of him.
They're not gonna pay Klay Thompson, and then you already know that Draymond Green is a problem for the organization.
All right, what do you think, Jake? Is it time? What's the time for doing the?
It's been time. I remember at the beginning of this play-in, y'all, it was asked to us, Flo, which team was going to be in there and which team was going to be out, the Lakers or the Warriors. Shocker there. I think almost everybody picked the dang Warriors. I know Canteen did. Let me tell you something.
Oh, I did? Don't lie on me.
You picked the Warriors to win, like an idiot. Let me tell you something. It's time to let go. Let go and be gone.
Okay.
Draymond Green sucks. Klay Thompson.
Wow.
I can shoot more threes than he can now. Stop it.
Oh,
This is embarrassing.
Wow.
Steph Curry is by himself. If I am Steph, I go right to the front office and I say, tell me one reason. Actually, tell me 3 reasons why I shouldn't leave this team and let it sit there and be a desert like it was before I got here. Because I'll tell you right now, this is embarrassing. I'm seeing LeBron in his 21st season about to win an NBA championship. And I got Steph.
What? Oh my God! Why is this happening? I don't understand. Why do we let this happen continuously?
Steph ain't doing nothing right now. He's watching.
First round, Jake. Oh my God.
Struggle. He's watching his team struggle. He's getting.
Flo, you allow this every week. Flo, you let this happen every week. Every week you let him talk stupid and crazy like he talks.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna start blaming this on you, Flo. This is
my fault.
Okay,
Hey.
You keep letting this man on the show. You keep giving him a platform to spit this ridiculous.
Entertaining, Omar. Come on.
Oh my.
Hey, but I don't mean to cut you off, Jake, but the one episode, a few episodes I've been able to catch up, y'all gentlemen. Jake wasn't on the panel, man. This is a new experience for me. I didn't know this was a common occurrence.
Oh no, Jake is a common.
This is every single show. This is
every time.
We have to deal with.
No, I speak facts, and let me finish my point before you go, Omar. My ending point is Steph needs to go ahead and request to trade and get the hell out of there while he can. While he's still got some sense, at least somebody else can take care of him right. It's embarrassing, and you know what, Warrior Nation, you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed right now. What you're looking at, you got people older than me playing right now, man. It's embarrassing. There's nothing there.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, they have been struggling. Klay Thompson's contract is up. It's unclear whether they were willing to sign him. I don't think they're going to sign him for big money. Draymond still has 3 years left on his contract, so it's going to be hard to get rid of Draymond.
Stupid.
Omar, what do you think here? Can they rebuild around Steph? Does Steph need to ask for a trade? Or what's going on? What in Warrior Land?
Well, first of all, let's go back to Jake being a better 3-point shooter than Klay Thompson. Fool, your broke-ass jumper is like LeBron's broke-ass hairline. Both of y'all need to get some fixing done on that. Okay? So get out of here because y'all ain't winning nothing. Now, I am going to make it a clean sweep and say that, yes, the Warriors need to...
I'll be sending videos of a 3-point shot later today. Don't you worry. I will be posting them on Facebook.
The only 3-point shots you making is those baconettes in that basket when you at work. So I can go back to Frito-Lay and shut up. Anyway, and send me my baconettes. I keep asking you to send my damn pork rinds, and you ain't be sending them.
And you keep putting them down, Omar.
What's better? No. What's better? Shooting baconettes or having an ACL tear for being the water boy for his football team in high
That's
school?
good.
Come
That's
on,
good.
man.
I'll take it. I like that.
You being a water boy, Omar?
No, I was not a water boy.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, look, I agree with the boys. I think they should have destroyed this a while ago. That being said, there is no way that they can now. Steph is signed for the next 4 years to his his age 36 season, and he's built a legacy there. He's won all the championships. He doesn't need to win anymore. He doesn't need to go chase a ring like Durant. He doesn't need to go, trade teams and be on different teams like LeBron. He needs to stay in one place that will love him his whole career. He's going to be that throwback player that actually stays in one place his whole career like they used to do back in the day. Okay. And he's gonna build a legacy there, and maybe even own a part of the team at some point. Draymond. I mean, why let him go at this point? If you're trying to bring up the young kids like Kuminga and, what's his name from UCLA, Looney, and others like that, you keep Draymond because he's a great defensive player. You have him at a cheaper contract that you already signed him to. No one's going to trade for him. You're the only team that can actually deal with them, so you keep him. The only person at this point that could actually go is Klay, and he could go somewhere else in free agency. I actually think he probably wants a fresh start somewhere new, so I could definitely see that. But no, there's nothing really the Warriors can do at this point.
Be a good assistant coach somewhere, absolutely.
As Tony astutely pointed out, they traded a lot of their good young players. So like they got Kuminga, but like they robbed their own cradle. So
if they would have kept Jordan Poole, James Wiseman, and found a way to keep those young boys with Steph, got rid of Draymond. You're talking about another 15 years that the Warriors are top 4 seed in the West, easily.
And that goes back to the real salient point that Tony made about the Bulls. Because a shout out again to Detroit Mel, but we did a storyline on dynasties, and we actually looked at the parallels between those dynasties and how there were a lot of similarities between the Bulls and the Warriors. So
okay, except the Bulls kind of went out on a high note. They went out on a championship, where the Warriors last year.
I mean, the Warriors just won a championship like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but it's been like 3 years ago, right?
That should have been their last dance. They should have stopped there for that.
Should have been.
I agree.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so let's go into the playoffs. We're running a little long here, so let's do the playoffs. So it seems like all the home teams have won. The Pelicans and the Thunder are currently 33. Pelicans up 32-31 on the Thunder. A little bit of a surprise there. Almost 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Tight game. I'm surprised without Zion that that's a tight game, but we'll see what happens there. So, what do you think after seeing Game 1? We didn't get a chance to get on before the Game 1s, but now that we know how the playoffs are picking out, who's the number 7, number 8 team, what do you think, Ken? Who do you like? Who's your? You there? Who's your?
I got from here.
Okay. Yeah. So who's your picks in the East? Now that we have everything shaken.
I mean, right now the Celtics are that team, bro. The Celtics are cooking. They cooking with hot grease, bro. They not playing. Them guys balling. They playing ball and they doing with it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you, Flo. Let me tell you. Tatum, 23 points. 7 for 18 from the field goal. 8 for 8 from the hey, he balling, bro. He balling. 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Like I'm telling you, Tatum is balling. The Boston Celtics are gonna be playing the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Championship, bro.
Without Giannis, what if Giannis doesn't play for a while? Are they gonna be able to get out first?
It don't matter.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, what do you got in the East, Tony?
I love the playoffs, man. The playoffs is the time of year where your team wins one game and everybody gets up in this hoopla. Oh, sweet, we going to the chip. The Celtics, listen, man, y'all going against the Miami Heat. Y'all not remember the emotional turmoil this team put y'all through last season? Putting y'all down 3 games. Allowing y'all to win 3 games. Okay, y'all didn't win those games. They allowed y'all to win 3 and then took out in Game 7. Boston, man, y'all are one of those teams that I love, I respect. I'm living vicariously through the Celtics the same way I lived vicariously through the Warriors 10 years ago. But I'm noticing a pattern with Boston. Okay, y'all gotta take this thing one game at a time. All right, guys, you know what I mean? Boston should have won a championship. Y'all let an old ass Steph Curry get the best of y'all. A dried up Klay Thompson get the best of y'all. Inexperienced.
He needs to be on weekly.
Jordan Poole get the best of y'all. You know what I mean? So, and if you're talking about a Boston team that has been put together perfectly, I want to say perfectly, but Danny Ainge and the Celtics brass have done an excellent job putting this team together, sitting through the Kyrie Irving era, sitting through the Gordon Hayward injuries, surviving the Isaiah Thomas, emotional situations. The Celtics, man, I love y'all. I'm living vicariously through the young Tatum, young Brown wing duo. They remind me a lot of Jordan and Pippen in a lot of ways, but you guys got to take it one game at a time because we've seen this movie before in Beantown. We've seen these green jerseys beat up on everybody before. We've seen them get to the Eastern. Jason Tatum is 25, 26, and this man has a resume comparable to the NBA legend. All of the conference finals, all of this experience. Only missing is a ring. So, patience, my friends. Respect to the professor. As this episode's been going on, I'm getting a respect for you, gentlemen. Be off sports takes, but Beantown fans, man, and I made a video about this earlier. respectfully, y'all just beat up on the Miami Heat team without its valiant leader and without a team.
I mean, that's true.
You know,
without Michael Jordan II. Yep.
Scary Terry is averaging 17 a game since he's been his 21 games, and the Miami Heat averaging 17. They don't got him either. So, yeah, y'all just beat up on a team with a Miami culture. That's something to put your hat on, especially an NBA rival. But
who do the Celtics play then?
We've seen this movie before.
Okay. Who do the Celtics play then? Do they get past Miami then?
Oh yeah. I think they get past.
Oh, okay. Who's the Eastern Conference then?
I got when I throw my take out there, 76ers and the Boston Celtics in the conference finals. Okay. I think we can get MVP.
Wow.
Embiid.
Really? Wow. The 76ers go all the way from the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you got, Jake?
Well, I see the Celtics lucked out in Jimmy Buckets, Michael Jordan II getting hurt. So congratulations, you lucked out.
Hey Jay, you gotta stop, man. You gotta
no. Hold on.
You know why I'm so mad right now? It's because yesterday I was with one of my boys, and come to find out, he was like, we were talking about because he's a Celtics fan, and we were talking about how we didn't want to play. How we didn't want to play the Heat with Jimmy Butler because obviously, as Tony said, they own us.
Right.
And come to find out, this dude said, "Man, Jimmy Butler in the playoffs, he'll be like Michael Jordan." I just looked at him. I said, "I hate you so much." I said, "You made me look like
more cap, just all that cap."
all that cap.
No, he is. And let me finish it off. The Celtics better. This is their year. They better not make a mistake because this is for the taking. It's practically handed to them because now they get to face a Heat team that has practically destroyed them every time. Now you get to luck out on that. Congratulations. Here's the other thing, though. Before you go ahead and scream away to the NBA Finals, which you should make, did you not see what Dame Lillard just did? I hope you're watching. Because the Bucks don't look like they're just going to sit there. And if Dame can establish himself without Giannis, and Giannis comes back, that's a bigger juggernaut than even you can think of. Now, I will say this. The only thing that hurts him is the man Doc Block. And y'all know what I mean by that. Anytime Doc is on your team,
I was just about to give you the storyline, son.
You always screw up and don't ever end up being great. The guy's still living off of a 2008 championship he lucked out on. So it's embarrassing.
Stop it.
It's embarrassing. It's ridiculous. Okay. If y'all do not win, I told you again, Omar, and I'll say it one more time. They better disband this team. Screw Jaylen Brown and screw Jason Tatum ever being a team put together anymore. This team better be abolished if they do not win the NBA championship this year.
So not just make the finals, they got to win it?
No, yes, especially now that they don't have to see the Heat.
Okay.
Not Jimmy Bucket's Heat.
So who do you got in the final in the Eastern Conference? Jake?
I'm gonna go Bucks. I think that Tatum is gonna cry. I think Tatum's gonna be the B player I've always said he was, Omar, and he will not live up to the hype that he should live up to. But he will fall and crumble because Giannis has been there and done that. Tatum hasn't for a reason, buddy. Get ready. I can't wait to see Omar crying like the little girl he was when I saw him last year.
What? What?
It won't happen again.
Heart. That's the one thing about the Celtics Nation, man. Y'all got that heat. Oh man, the Heat really got y'all last year.
What you got, Omar? I know you've been having to sit through this. Yeah. What do you think, Omar? Everybody's got your Celtics there, but they took a couple of jabs.
I was taking them in there. I was taking a lot of errant shots there for some strange reason. I felt like you know what? I'm not even going to say what I was going to say because that's probably inappropriate for this family television show. So, anyways, what I will say is I agree with Jake in the fact that the Celtics have to win this year. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. As Tony mentioned earlier, they should have beat the Warriors 2 years ago, and they really blew that series and blew an amazing chance at a championship. So they should have won then. Now they're going to have to compete with Denver in the finals, and that's going to be a much tougher test than the Warriors.
You got to worry about that. Lakers are finishing that off. Don't you worry, buddy.
Turn his mic off.
All right, here we go.
Turn his mic off.
Someone please turn his mic off. Please, someone mute me. Anyways, so the Lakers, who are not even going to get out of the first round, I'm being facetious, Jake. I see. I'm just joking. Calm down. Look, you about to jump out of his seat. He's so mad.
They may not
jump out of his seat. I think that Boston has to live up to the expectations. It's completely right. Boston has to. It is their time. They need to cash in. That being said, I do think that Milwaukee is going to be a tough. You're right. With Jimmy Butler, the Heat don't stand much of a chance. I think we all agree with that. I think agree. Obviously with a healthy Jimmy Butler, this series is going 7. It's not. Right. We're going to get past them. Then we have Cleveland or Orlando, 2 very inconsistent teams. Pretty much should be a gentleman's sweep at the most in either one of those series. And then if Giannis gets healthy and the Bucks can beat Indiana, which like Jake said, the way Lillard went off today, it looked like prime Lillard back in Portland. And if he can do that until Giannis gets back, I think they're going to be the ones that face the Celtics in the finals of the Eastern Conference. And that is a scary proposition for us. I also do like Tony's picks, though, of the 76ers. Embiid, if he can stay healthy, now obviously had a little bit of a flare up with the knee issue last game, then maybe they have a chance as well. But I see Boston and Milwaukee, and yeah, everybody's right. Boston has to cash in and win the championship.
Right.
Okay. So you got Boston and the Bucks. Is that what you said?
Milwaukee. Yep.
Milwaukee. Okay. All right.
Before we go to Ken,
I'm gonna go.
Can I ask this question real quick, gentlemen?
Yeah, Ken already went.
I'm good, man. I'm good, bro.
He went for the East already.
I've been going around the NBA landscape, the basketball world, and I've been asking one question: what the hell is all this Damian Lillard? What did Damian Lillard do to make y'all feel like he's off the line?
He's been scoring 50 over there in Portland sometimes.
No, well, here's the thing, Flo. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
We've seen freaking Corey Brewer score 50 points. I don't know if y'all remember this guy. Corey Brewer. Player
but not as consistently as Lillard, but go ahead.
But we've seen guys put up big point games. I don't think that's enough to make
fair.
75. I don't think that's enough to make you a favorite, NBA contender. Because I think the Bucks went back 2 steps. When they got Dame. Dame is not a defensive threat, and if you just need one player on the other team to score 20 to 25 points. You offset whatever Dame does, even if he scores 50 because he doesn't stick defense. He's a liability.
Right.
That's fair. I think
that's really
to
true.
me.
That's a good
to
point.
me, for Damian, I think that a lot of the Damian love has been because he's been seen as a guy in Portland who hasn't had any help, and he's been out there kind of.
He didn't have any help. I mean, he had McCollum for a little bit, but
he did. But I mean, for the most part, he didn't really have any help. Either he didn't have the coach or he didn't have the right. Robin to his Batman, he just didn't have the right mix. And then for a while, he was just by himself for the last few years. So I think that's been kind of I don't know if you guys have an answer, but that's kind of my answer for the Dame love. I mean, I think he's been seen as a guy who's kind of been left out to dry and didn't really have any help these last few years. And I think that's why people.
Well, and he played it the right way. He played the whole thing and made himself out to be the hero and made the organization the villain by having to get rid of him. So, but I do agree with Tony. He's a liability on defense, and he has made their defense worse. And with the losing of Jrue Holiday to Boston, that was a huge defensive loss.
And he is a starter.
And by the way, I do. Yeah. And by the way, hot take, Jake, I will tell you not one more time, if you ever besmirch the good name, the great name of Dr. Rivers again in my presence, I'm gonna reach through this screen with my 2008 championship hat and slap you across the face with it.
Hey, Professor, you know what I hate? You know what I hate about the Doc Rivers slander? All right,
What's that?
It's only 10% of NBA coaches have won an NBA championship, and only 3% of NBA coaches have actually been there. You know
Tony, he keeps getting the favorite job. Why is that, Tony?
Hold on, go.
Tony.
I got one more thing for you. Has Doc Rivers not been dealing with the proverbial chokers of the NBA? I mean, I love me some T-Man, but never got out the first round. James Harden, clown. Joel Embiid, if he don't do something this year, I swear, I'm making a
What about Kawhi and Paul George?
Doc Rivers has been dealt a bad hand. 2008 was an anomaly where he had dogs on his team, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo, and Paul Pierce. He had the dogs.
And Ray Allen.
Kobe wasn't ready.
Now he has dogs.
Allen.
And Ray Allen too. But now he has dogs. James Harden, Paul George, choker, Kawhi Leonard,
Russell, Brody is there.
No, wait. Respectfully, Brody's just a wild card. You know, he's good when he's on a good team. But
he had Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah,
Chris Paul is a choker. 19 years, no ring. Choker. I'm not a point.
I don't know if he's a choker, but he has gotten injured in the worst times.
So, are you giving Doc a pass this year then too?
I'm not giving him a pass. I'm saying we got to put things in context. If you got James Harden on your team, if I'm an NBA coach and I got James Harden on my team,
he take the 76ers though.
Nothing. I agree with that.
When James Harden quits, he quit. He quit on games on Doc Rivers and the Sixers in Game 6 and Game 7.
That's fair.
Hold on here, Tony. Tony, this guy was up 3-1 on some certain series. That's a coach mentality too, there, man.
Well, yes, Jake, but come on, man. We gotta players play the game, bro.
Let's call a spade.
Thank you. No, he will. I'm sorry. Wait, so he coaches you to a 3-1 lead, and y'all can't close the door? That's a player problem. That's not a coach problem.
Adjustments. I'm sure Doc Rivers told him.
Man, it's crazy that he keeps moving to different teams and the same results keep happening. Boy, are we trying to really blame a lot of these players, man?
Chokers.
Oh, come on.
Paul George has choked. James Harden has choked. Chris Paul has choked. JJ Redick. Oh my God. I can't get enough of this dude. You know what, JJ Redick? You go look at his closeout stats. Abysmal. Coach K, Duke. No, you don't look like nothing Duke when you look at JJ Redick's closeout stats. And he had the audacity to get on ESPN and talk about Doc Rivers and being a choker. Like, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Doc Rivers has been, yes, you got to give some accountability to coaching, you know, because we're going to praise him if he wins, right? But
yeah, we will.
If you got a consistent lineup, if you line up all of his star players, it's going to be a top 10 of the greatest chokers of NBA history. James Harden, again, is on that list, bro.
That's a great point.
Unless he does well this series, then, you know, he might come off.
James Harden,
I mean, if they do better without Kawhi, I mean, they just won.
I don't trust.
And Tony,
James Harden.
My brother.
We're gonna move the West here in a minute.
I need you to say it a little louder again for the people in the back, like Hot Take Jake, that don't like to listen. Can you give us that stat again about coaches making it to the finals?
Oh yes, only 10% of NBA coaches since it started.
Congratulations, he's the worst of the 10%.
Huh? No, I'm just saying, when you talk about bad-mouthing coaches, and when you got to look at that, when you think of NBA history, you know what I mean? 10% of these coaches made it. That's a very minute number. Out of 10 people in a room, only one made it to the NBA Finals. And then you got to consider only out of that 10%, Jake, 3%. Because just because you make it don't mean you won it. Only 3% has actually won it. So when you talk about bad-mouthing a coach, and because look, we're going to give Mike D'Antoni a pass. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. Ain't nobody screaming for Billy Donovan's job. I want this man pink.
So how come he didn't get more than one in Boston?
And we talking about Doc Rivers. No, man. We talking
what?
Like D'Antoni.
That's a fair question. How come only got one in Boston?
Big four.
Same crew.
Get more than one in Boston. I saw Eric Spoelstra get 2 with Miami.
I mean, they had a lot of hard competition.
That's fair. That's fair.
They had LeBron in one league and they had LeBron in one league and Kobe in the other. They had a lot of competition, brother.
Man.
You know what's crazy? Because I saw Greg Popovich get 5 in different eras. That's crazy. I'm a little mad right now.
Wait. Greg Popovich dealing with James Harden, who's on now. James Harden without Doc.
I'm telling you to stick with the Boston team. Why didn't he get more than one? That is a big fool.
Because the very next year, KG.
And so, Jay, here's the question, Jay, who come out the West? Who gonna be the NBA?
Wait, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, let's go to the West.
Me and Tony got to talk about that later, man.
Real quick.
The
I'll give you my take.
The Duck love is too much, Tony. Come on, man.
I'll give you this. We'll get to that. We'll deal with that another day. But yeah, apparently, Jake does not like.
You got Omar over there smiling.
I'm a little bit on Doc's. I'm a little bit on Jake's side on this one with Doc. I think he ruined that 3-1. But hey, that is what it is. Some good stats though, Tony. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go. I changed my mind just a little bit. I think Boston is still gonna go to the finals, but I low key like the Knicks. I think the Knicks might end up going all the way.
Somebody get close, Mike.
I'm serious. I look. Hey.
I think they got steeped into your memory for the night.
I'm
need to turn you off and
I'm
reboot.
serious.
I think we need to turn off and reboot.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. I low key like the Knicks. I like Jalen Brunson and OG. I think when they play together, I like that team. OG, Anunoby, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, Bogdanovic. They have. I mean, if you look at their stats, they are in the top 5 or 6 on offensive and defensive efficiency. So they have played well, and I think they're better off without what's his name?
There's a
Randall.
huge reach flow.
They're better off without Randall
because reach flow.
No, because Randall has been a poor playoff performer. Look at Randall's past in his playoffs.
No, they gotta have.
They're better off without him.
And I don't think they're not one of the. You got to have one superstar. The last time a team didn't have a superstar was the Detroit.
Brunson is the superstar. Brunson is the superstar. Brunson. I mean, he can put up some points.
I mean, Brunson's in the top. He's in the top 10 MVP
remember,
conversation.
The Detroit Pistons won without a superstar.
That was in 2004, and they had an elite defense. I don't think the Knicks are that.
The Knicks have a pretty solid. They have a top 5 defense. They have a top 5.
They're not
defense.
that Pistons defense. Come on now, Flo. Come on.
I'm gonna go Knicks. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Boston Knicks. They're not gonna beat Boston, but I'm gonna say Boston and the Knicks.
5,000.